is August the 7th, and it is now 5:35 or 5:36, and this is the Nabwic Investment Club, and we will call this meeting to order. Doretha, are you sharing the agenda?
Just shared it. Do you see it?
Okay, I do now. Okay,
Okay,
thank you
great.
so much. So the meeting is now called to order. Do we have someone that would like to offer blessings on this meeting? Okay, dear most heavenly Father, we're coming before you this evening. We're coming before you this evening with an open heart and an open mind, and a blessing coming from our mouth, from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. Thanking you, dear Lord, for putting us on this earth for this specific time to fulfill the purpose that we are brought. We ask that you would be in the midst of this meeting, be in our minds, in our thinking, so that we understand the opportunity of making money, and not only making money, but making money make money, so we can fulfill not only our individual purpose, but our purpose as a group. So we thank you, dear Father. And we ask blessings not only on the Nabwic Investment Club, but each member and potential member of the investment club. Blessings on their family, blessings on their business, blessings on the people that they employ and that they do business with. We give you glory, we give you honor, and we thank you for your presence and everything that you've done from us from day to the end. We say amen because we know order is in you. Thank you, Jesus. All right, now we're to the roll call. So we are asking that all members, and then we'll ask for our guest, right? So roll call. Please say that you are in attendance, please. Sharon Jackson is in attendance.
Doretha Dennis is in attendance.
Carolyn Modeste.
Okay, we've already heard Ann, so we know that she's there, even though she's silent. What about Nicole?
She dropped off. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
Both of her devices dropped off, so I think she's probably trying to get back in.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate that. We
No
will
problem.
indicate later that Ann, we know that she was. We will mark her present as soon as she comes back. Is Nicole here?
I don't
Okay.
see her.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we're going to go to our guests, our potential members. Can they come off mute and indicate who is here?
Good afternoon, Margaret Gashman here.
Good afternoon, Mia Ferguson.
Good afternoon, Zelda Okia.
Okay, thank you so much. Is Zelda the last guest and potential member? Okay, thank you for that. And Doretha, you're taking note, as do all of our potential members and guests that have been in attendance. All right, so now let's move on to the next item, and that is our minutes. Now, we had an interesting event the last time we had to have a meeting. And so there was a major disruption. And so we technically have no minutes. Um, so, and I believe that Doretha sent out a type of minutes. So I believe she sent them out. Wait a minute, Doretha, do we have a quorum? That's the first thing I need to ask.
Okay, so we have three of us, 3 out of the 7. So we do not.
Okay.
When Ann joins us, we will have a quorum.
All right. Okay, so
do we need to approve the agenda before we start with?
Okay, but we don't have a quorum to even approve the agenda.
Okay.
I'm reaching out to her to see if she's getting back on.
You know, she told me she was going to be in the airport and possibly boarding a plane, so she may not be able to join us for a few minutes or at all.
Okay.
You know, you had an excellent, there we go. Somebody popped in.
Yes.
That's her, I think.
Sharon, I was going to say, I remember you had an excellent idea to hear from our guests. If we can't get a quorum, perhaps we can do that today.
Yes. So could you tell if that was Ann coming in?
I cannot. Mia, can you
It
tell
just
if it's her?
it just says Nabwic, so it's someone who has the login for Nabwic, and that's how she was previously logged in. So I assumed it was her. Whoever's just logged in and is in the meeting without being a host,
Yeah, it's
well,
Ann
they just
McNeil. I'm changing my name.
perfect.
Here's Ann
Okay.
right now.
Yes, she says she's changing her name as we speak. Awesome.
My apologies.
Now
I
we
fell off.
have a
Now
quorum.
we have a quorum. Thank you, Ann,
Yes.
for coming back in. We appreciate that. All right. So we all have reviewed the agenda. Can we agree to may I have a motion to approve the agenda as it is?
I make a motion to accept the agenda as is.
Awesome.
Ann McNeil is
Awesome. Thank you so much. So all in favor say aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, please.
Aye.
Thank you, Ann. You follow directions so well. You're awesome. Okay, thank you so much. So we are moving forward with our agenda and on to the reports. And it says no minutes because we had a technical difficulty the last time we met. So we will press on to the secretary's report.
Okay. There are no minutes, Sharon, because of the technical difficulties that we had. We didn't even get the meetings started.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we weren't able to, the treasurer didn't give a report, the secretary didn't have any minutes, and so the portfolio manager didn't report, so we didn't have a complete meeting. We were
Okay.
interrupted at the very start of the meeting.
Okay, thank you so much for that. But we received a treasurer's report in the email.
Absolutely.
Carolyn, are you in a position that you can present your treasurer's report that you sent to us?
Not at this moment. I'm actually driving,
Okay,
but
thank you.
yeah, yes,
Okay.
I can try.
Okay, I'd appreciate it as much as you can.
Okay, sure. 1 second. Okay. So as of July 31st, 2025, TD Bank, the balance in TD Bank is $419.65. I cannot share unless somebody's sharing it on the screen, because as I said, I'm driving, but I will give you a basic information because I sent it over. The cash in Child Squad as of the end of July 31st, 2025 is $1,991.96, giving us a total cash of $2,411.61. Our accounts payable as of July 31st will be the membership dues of 186, and then paying it online. You will also have the My iClub for the year of $96. So our accounts payable is a total of $285, and that will be paid soon. We have accounts receivable. The accounts receivable, we have the total. I will give the total. The total accounts receivable as of July 31st, 2025 is $635. And our total portfolio as of July 31st, 2025 is $18,820.10. Do we have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much. You're awesome for taking care of that for us, and being and driving at the same moment, at the same time. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, Doretha,
Yes, ma'am.
are you able to do the portfolio management report?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. So let me share my screen. Okay. So let me start with a quick, let's see if I have the heat map here. Here or here. I'll pull it up in a moment, the heat map. And I go through this all the time. Let me start with the company size. So a quick graph of each stock in our portfolio and the percentage that they represent, the size, the percentage size in the portfolio. We do have about 21 stocks. Let's move quickly to the sector that they represent. It shows our cash, our sensitive, cyclical, defensive, technology, industry, energy, real estate, etc. Let's take a quick look at.
The heat map's on the home page.
There we go.
There.
Heat map.
Okay.
Okay. So information about the heat map quickly. We can use this to create new ideas and get new stock ideas to add to our portfolio. This shows the actual studies from members of the Better Investing community. The larger the box, the more studies have been created. It goes from green to yellow to red. The greener the box, the more potential for a favorable investment. The redder the box, less potential. We are to keep in mind that the colors should not be used as an indicator to buy, sell, or hold a particular stock. Thank you. Let's take a quick look at the valuation. These are our gains and losses. These are the stocks that we have, and it shows the gain and the loss of each particular stock. We want to focus really on those that are losing money in the portfolio. We have Disney, which is a loss of 14.8%. This is Nice, 18.6%. Then we have Qualis, 6.5%. And the last one is Cactus, 18.6%. The rest of the stock in the portfolio all have made a gain over the last few months. Let me see, just one other graph I want to show you. think I showed you this particular one. And I think that's going to do it for our portfolio graphs. Are there any questions? And our members have access to my iClub. They can go in here and look at any of this information at any time. And they should, because it helps keeps them on their toes. And keep in mind, even though we have stock watchers, each individual is responsible for your share and what's in the club, and to bring to our attention if there is a loss in a particular stock. And that takes care of the portfolio. If there are no questions, the portfolio manager's report.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Doretha. I appreciate that. Now, you know what? We have heard the treasurer's report and we've heard the portfolio manager's report. Are we going to accept those reports? Um, I'm thinking that, in all honesty, we could probably do that. Probably should have done that as individually, but I think that if I'm going to ask if there are any questions regarding the treasurer's report, and then I'm going to ask if there are any questions regarding the portfolio manager's report. Do we have any questions on Doretha or Carolyn Modest's report? Hearing no
No, but
questions.
I make a
Thank you.
motion to accept both reports.
Thank you so much, Ann.
Portfolio manager's report.
Ann has graciously made the motion. Do we have a second?
Karen, I think you would have to make the second.
I was
because
second.
Okay.
Thank
I
you
don't
so
know.
much.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that. Now,
Mhm.
all in favor of accepting both of those reports, please say aye.
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 Okay, thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Appreciate both of you, Carolyn and Doretha, for handling that. The next thing on the agenda is looks like I think we're doing our
A review
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
portfolio stock watchers.
Oh.
And let me ask you what. Let me ask you about, I should have asked you this first, about your timing. And should we have moved your presentation up before the stock watchers reports?
Yeah, if you don't mind, because my flight leaves right at 8, and so I will need to hop off. And I did make you the host, Doretha, so if you can just confirm that, and if you can check the chat, Doretha.
Okay.
Yes, Sharon, that would be great if I could give my 3.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, I did send the email to everybody. I'm not sure if everybody saw the email.
I know that Carolyn saw it. I did not, but Doretha did see it. So I don't want to prolong the time. Let's just, please, we are going to reorder the agenda to accommodate Ann's time. So, Ann, you're not in a position to actually show your presentation. Do you need for one of us to share?
I think I have the, I'll start with the good news first.
Doretha, do you need to stop sharing? And Ann, are you going to share?
Yes, please.
We go.
Thank you.
Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is CBRE, and the last year end was December 30th. I know we're not going to go into a whole lot of this. I could really just get to the bottom line, start at the end and work backwards. But for the record, CBRE is a group that provides a wide range of real estate services to owners, occupants, and investors worldwide, including property and project management. Now, I used, in doing the projections here, I used a combination between the sentiments and also, and this is just an update on the stock that we already own. Now, to get to the bottom line, the SSG basically is saying to us that we should sell the stock. I'm not recommending that we sell the stock, but I'm just going to just go through these numbers, and we can look as we do. Oh, it did not save. I'm sorry. Huh. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought I saved. Oh, I'm glad okay. Thought I saved these. So anyway. All right. So the projections that I used here, and again, this is just a quick update. I know we said that we did not have to necessarily do this in terms of taking a lot of time on each one of these stocks, but I did want to have a look and see where it is based upon the projections from the SSG. Now, I took a rather conservative on the projection of the sales, and I used a 5.6% for the sales growth. EPS is at about 11.9, and we can see the percentage of pre-tax profit is trending down. Percentage return on equity also trending down. Debt to capital appears to be trending up quickly for the high price for the next 5 years. I used a high PE of 24.4, and that gave us a high projected forecasted high price of 152, and low price of 50.7. Now, based upon this analysis, it is saying a sell. I would like to wait and do some more research for the next month when we come back, but it is projecting to be a sell.
Can you give us your rationale for why you're saying that even though the stats say sell, you want us to hold it?
I think it might be because this is one of those that I think was hit very hard during COVID because of the type business that it is in, and the market is adjusting itself, if you will, relative to all the real estate, especially corporate real estate, and people are trying to figure out, did they make it into houses? What are they going to do with it? And I think that that's part of what is being hit with this company. I went through some of the notes from the sentiments and some of the articles and things, and I just think that if we give it another month and some more research before we make a decision to sell.
Well, according to our heat map, CBRE is still in the green. So I'm going with Ann.
Okay. Any other thoughts or comments? Because I do want to move on to the next one. It's about a couple of minutes to 7.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Doretha, I might have to stop. I may have to stop sharing. If you could, I'm going to stop sharing. If you can pull up, I sent to you all 3. So if you can pull it up, Doretha, I'm going to stop sharing because I might be able to be mobile and still talk. Are you able to pull it up from the email?
Ann, would you like to just go on to your SSG, or if you think that this is a disservice to everyone, what do you want to do? I'm just
No,
thinking.
I sent it out to everybody just to be on the safe side, because I did do all 3. We can jump to the one that is a buy, the other one is a hold. The one that's a buy is the one that you sent to me. I did the SSG on that one, the Z something. So if she has it, if she can pull it up. Were you able to see it, Doretha?
Isn't this it?
I'm sorry. I'm talking and I don't have the screen open. Okay, yes. Okay. Now this is, and I did go and I actually took a picture on my phone so I could read this. So this company, Sharon, this is the one that you sent over to me. Zotis. Okay, Zotis is currently selling for $146 a share. Fiscal ends December, ends at December, the end of the year. It's drug manufacturer, specialty, and generic. Its sector is healthcare. It's a medium-sized company. Sells, okay, its financial health grade is A, which is excellent. Zotis sells infectives, vaccines, parasiticides, diagnostics, and other health products for animals. The firm earns roughly about 30% of its total revenue from animals, production animals such as cattle, pigs, poultry, and so on, and nearly 65% from companion animals such as dogs, horses, cats, products. Its U.S. business is skewed even more heavily toward companion animals, while its international business is slightly skewed toward production animals. The firm has the largest market share in the industry and was previously Pfizer's animal health unit. And as you can see, all the lines are trending up. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So right now, the latest earnings for the quarter is showing about a 1.61 earnings per share. Last quarter was 2. Is that 2.46? I'm squinting here. Yes, I think it is. That's right. Okay, a year ago, sales were at about 2.3, and you can see that that's that increase in terms of the numbers. And then the earnings per share was 1.37. And from the numbers, you can see the percent change is trending upwards. Can you go up a little bit? Okay. All right. So long story as short as I can make it, the pre-tax profit on sales of last 5-year average is about 32%, 0.6 percentage earned on equity is at about 45.1%. Debt to capital, 61.3. Now I'm going to go down to the earnings per share history, also in a good position. The average price earnings ratio 8.2. Current price earnings ratio is at about 25.2. Come down, and as we can see, it is projected to be in the buy zone. Okay. And so, Sharon, I'm not sure where you got this from, but everything that I saw and read was very positive. So I know we only have about $400 in it. Did we ever sell those stocks that we talked about last month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay. Even though we didn't have a report from a month ago, we did do those reports on that Tuesday. So we did take those actions and do the updates on Tuesday during our education meeting. So that's the update on this one. And the other company that I had is in a hold. I mean, that's the update that I was asked to give an update. So
Okay, let me ask you, don't worry about the stock watchers report, but are you going to make a recommendation? I understand we may only have $400, but are you going to make a recommendation to buy?
I would recommend that we buy, but again, you know, we've already been told by a number of of um, people that we've had to come, better investing members, and review our portfolio. You know, when we buy the onesie twosies based upon the price of the stock, we only have $400 in the account. I think we can only probably buy 2 or 3 shares, to be honest.
That's
If
true.
you want to do that versus sitting on the cash, we can do that. And then as the months go on, we could still buy more.
Hey, Carolyn's hand is up. Can we recognize
Go ahead,
Carolyn?
Carol. Okay, you have to
Yes.
go ahead.
Thank you. This TD Bank is where we have the $400. Our portfolio has $1,993. Remember, we sold 2 stocks that we have. That's why we have that cash in our portfolio account. So it's not just $400 we have. We have $1,996 in the portfolio account that will be available to purchase stocks unless we have a payout, then that will go towards the payout. But I just wanted to share that information.
Thank you so much for that. That's awesome.
So we
And
have basically about $1,500, you're saying, roughly?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so then, I mean, we don't want to go broke, but, you know, we could look at purchasing, you know, I don't know how many shares you want to buy, and we could also go ahead and make a motion to sell CBRE, but I'd rather give it another month.
let's give it another month. And this is the deal. We can buy 5 share this month. We can go back and buy 5 more share next month. You're exactly right. We've been told that. But the question is, do we want to wait?
Yeah,
I waited on Cummins.
I'm gonna make a motion that we buy 5 shares of Zotis.
Okay, awesome. Now, Ann has made a motion to buy 5 shares. Is that at market, or are we doing do a limit buy? Is that at market for tomorrow? I'm assuming this is at market. Alrighty then. Ann has made a great recommendation. Do we have a second?
I second it.
Okay, awesome. Is there any discussion regarding that matter? Regarding buying 5 shares at market of Zotis?
What's the price? What's the price right now? What's the price of the stock that we proposed to purchase?
And do you know today's price?
I thought it was on there.
Yeah, it was.
Remember, I'm driving, so I would be in and
I was
out
talking
of the.
I was talking to Dorita Carolyn.
Oh, okay, thanks.
$148.24. That's at close today. It went up at 1.9% today in the market.
148.24.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, I will ask the question. My question is, if it's at 1 something, what is the growth rate that, because sometimes you buy stock and the growth is slow. So what is the potential growth on that stock? Because most of the time when we get the evaluation of our stocks, he will say that we have good stocks. However, the growth of the stocks does not really help our portfolio. So we want to make sure and take that into consideration.
Karen, can you answer that question?
I'm trying to see if I can pull something up now. Hold on. Give me a moment. That was a good comment. Just kind of caught me off guard. I can handle it though.
Well, I just doing the research while we're waiting, and just on finance, so Yahoo Finance basically says that it just had a recorded 8.5% EPS and is beating the market and beating the analyst projections. So second quarter beats forecasts, stock surges. Second quarter earnings assessing sustained growth amid product shifts. Why Zotis is a top growth stock for long term. Zotis quarter two earnings revenue beats estimates, 25 outlook raised. So I think, Carolyn, you make a great point. For this particular stock, appears to be a good investment in terms of percentage growth quarter over quarter, based upon historical growth.
Exactly. I mean, I'm looking at Value Line now, and they're saying that their projected growth, the high would be 285, and then the low high would be 210. So I think that buying what'd you say, 5 shares? 5 shares would be a good buy, but that was a good question. Now, given the fact that we've heard the question, we've had the discussion, may I call this for a vote? All in favor say aye, please.
Aye.
And
I was on mute, sorry.
Sharon is an aye. Carolyn? Carol?
Yes,
Oh,
I will go for it. Yes, and I.
okay, awesome. So the ayes have it. So tomorrow we are going to purchase 5 shares at market of Zotis. Okay, awesome. And is there anything else that you would like to say before you fly out?
No, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Okay, so
on my cell phone, I can at least hit listen. Thank you.
okay, thank you. So until Ann logs back in, we do not have a quorum. Ann, you're the quorum.
No, I'm gonna be here. I'm just gonna log off my laptop and onto my cell phone.
Okay, awesome. Okay, great.
Madam President, in the chat, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. It starts with a Z, Zelda. She asked the question to Miss Anne, why they decided to sell Primus when it went up since we sold it.
Well, Zelda, I wish I had a crystal ball, but based upon the analysis, I think you asked that question before. It had been going down, and the projections that we had was that it did not show any increase, but that was what we as a group discussed before we came on. We did the analysis.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Ann. On to who is up next to present their stock watcher report. I can go
right
go
ahead. Does Carolyn have to leave us, or she's going to be able to remain for the entire meeting? If so, I'll yield the floor to her.
I'm not going nowhere.
Good, good, good. Okay.
Okay.
Then I will
Okay. So I would
go ahead.
just give
Mm-hmm.
a brief of this. One of the stock is Melrose Property Inc. The ticker is MPI. The sector is real estate and the industry is residential. And the background behind the stock, we did not purchase the stock. This was a spin-off from the Lemur stock. It was a spin-off. So they gave us 5 shares of that spin-off. So that's how we have this stock. And basically, Melrose, they purchase and develop real residential land and sell it to homeowners. Um, Let me see. It serve as a solution for the builders and is seeking to expand to finish the home side while implementing asset. I'm just reading what it said. So the current cost of that is $31.31. And I don't really had an analysis of it because it seems like the stock is so new that it does not have too much information. So next month I will continue to read as much as I can on this stock because again we did not purchase this. This was a spin-off from Lennar. The second stock watch is AE, and that's Electronic Arts, and that's the ticker is AE. And it's a major player in video game industry based on the well-known as the Blockbuster franchise. And right now it also deals with FIFA, the Madness NFL. Those are all games. So it shows that as of today, it shows that it's the financial prospect of this is solid. The company has the market capability to have like $35 million strong in cash flow and this heavy balance sheet, and the debt ratio is low. They are also expanding their tool and investing in cloud gaming. Basically, in summary, I would say AE combines a strong financial and it's not a high growth tech stock. However, it is very stable and the recurring revenue has a potential to upside of the new release of the stock. And what I would say, we will continue, we'll not purchase anymore, but we will continue to look at it. So I'll put it on hold, but it's a good stock.
Okay, thank you so much. Awesome.
To
Bitch,
keep.
you mad because you text me. You say, I'm sorry. I want you to be my first.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that stock watcher report. Doretha, did you want to go next, or would you like for me to go next?
I look like a cockroach.
We have let Ken Trail into this meeting. I'm not familiar with him. Are you ladies familiar with Ken Trail?
Okay, remove him right now. Remove it right now. Right now. Remove it right now. Please.
And you
Right
probably need
now.
to remove.
No, you are the host. I'm no longer the host. You are the host in the meeting because we're not having no drama today, ladies. We
And
don't know
walk me
that
through it.
person, never let anybody in. You don't know.
And walk
What?
me through, let it. Okay, he just logged out. Okay, and I was going to say,
removed it.
Okay,
okay,
we need
great.
to
Thank
press.
you. Thank you, thank you.
Mia, thank you, Mia.
Thank you, Mia. Oh my.
That is a cue, okay? That is a cue. Never let anybody in here you don't know ask. So thank you, Mia. So evidently Mia was already logged in from the last meeting. So Mia, tell her what you did to remove the person, please.
I just hold down their name, and as a host or co-host, it says that you can remove that person. You can remove them.
Okay.
Can you say
And I
that
think
again?
Like one of those two options.
yes, as you were removing him, I did see the line where I could click on and remove him. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So,
And let me say
Sharon,
this again. Let me say, because I just was walking out and I heard this music and I thought the music came from one of our phones. And then I had a flashback to last month and I looked to see, but again, use that as a cue. Anytime you see something strange or hear something strange, see, that's what happened to us last time and we waited too long because that's how they test you. When I said remove him and she removed him, that's the first step. That's the first cue. So everybody needs to practice that. The other thing too, when you said to me, and remove it, I'm no longer a co-host because I closed down my computer. So I'm on my
who
cell
else
phone.
is Mia? Mia, are you a co-host also?
Right?
Yes, I'm a co-host because I've been on since the previous meetings.
Right. Now, Sharon, so I didn't let Kentrell in.
I
Mia,
didn't let him in either.
So Mia, maybe you clicked and let him in.
Maybe
Yeah.
I did. I'm not sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, never. Never, not on this call. We don't let people in we don't know because that's how we got hacked last time.
Yes. And they had a wonderful meeting on yesterday about cybersecurity. And I was in the meeting for a while and then I was kicked out of the meeting. I don't know what happened. Maybe they didn't recognize me but it was started.
Who are they? Nabwic, you mean? Nabwic meeting?
Yeah, Nabwic kicked me out. It was an educational meeting and.
But you registered, right?
I did register.
Dorita, if you logged in through the Nabwic login, sometimes when multiple people log in, it will kick you out and all you have to do is log back in.
Oh, okay. Next time I'll know that. Okay. Good.
All right, so we can go ahead and proceed, but yeah, don't let anybody else in, please. Thank you.
Okay. Carolyn, were you done? I'm sorry.
Yes, she was.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Sharon.
So all right. I can share if you would like. I'm talking big. Okay.
We don't see your screen yet. There we go.
Do you see?
Yes.
All righty. So this is Charles Schwab. I reported on this not last month, but the month before. So this is the industry is capital markets. The sector is financial services. It is a large, and Morningstar gives it a financial health of a B. Schwab is one of the largest retail-oriented financial services company in the U.S. with a $10 trillion in capital assets across its brokerage services. It's best known for its retail brokerage offering. Schwab generates the lion's share of its revenue and profits through the Charles Schwab Bank and Asset Management segment. The firm is a dominant player in the registered investment advisor custody with over 40% of the market share and has recently pushed into wealth management with robo advisory, direct indexing, and other management investment solutions. So as you can see, it's not a tight up, straight and narrow, but they are. I used a growth of 9.5, and I did that as a combination of value line and the sentiments. I used the historical EPS, earnings per share, and I used 11% forecasted. And again, that was between Value Line and the sentiments. It looks as if their debt to capital continues to go down, and using again the combination between sentiments and Value Line, I used a high PE. The average high here is 29, but I lowered it to be more conservative, again reflecting Value Line and the sentiments. The low PE, I use 17, and which is interesting. I went into uh, uh, one of those AI things, and they said between 17 and 18, which was in line with the sentiments and in line with Value Line. Okay. In doing that, it still is in a hold. But I will tell you this, their current price is $96.71. That is a year-to-date increase of 29%. Morningstar gives it a fair value of $105. They increased their fair value because from 97 to $105 because of all their strong outlook for 25 and how they have been so positive in all of their cost efficiency and gains. Now it is in the hold, but in the first quarter their earnings were 5.6 billion, which is an 18% increase over last year at this time, the first quarter of last year. The second quarter sales was 5.8 billion, which was a 25% over last year, but it's only a 3% increase from the first quarter. I'm just saying Charles Schwab is strong, ladies. It's very strong. And so it is a large company, though. I say that we hold on to it, and we naturally are going to try and come in line with the BI recommendations of 25, 50, and 25 percent share, right? We are way out of whack on that. And buying more shares of Charles Schwab would throw us even more out of whack. But I personally own it, and I strongly suggest that other people do their own SSG and make a determination as to whether they are interested in buying Charles Schwab. Okay, so the other company that I have to do a stock watcher report on is Nabco. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, now Nabco looks kind of good, up straight. All right, but it is the current price is $25.19. It is the sector is industrial. It is a small. It is a manufacturer of security products encompassing access control systems, door locking products, intrusion and fire alarm systems, video surveillance products. It is located, I want to say Texas. And it employs about 1,000 people, about 1,050 people. Now, the big thing about, nope, I'm sorry. It is physically located in Amityville, New York, and it does employ about 1,070 employees. Now, the year to price, I've already told you, current is 25.19. Is that what this says? Yes, 25.19. But for this year, it has decreased in price 15%. You can see while it is increasing, you can see according to the quarters, it has started to decrease. All right. Morningstar has its fair value as $35.70. But Morningstar also says that a prudent investor should look elsewhere. Their first quarter from last year was 44 million, and that is increased from the previous first quarter of the last year of 6%. And that is due to a major jump in radio communication device sales. Now, their sweet spot has been in equipment sales. But it has jumped to this radio communication. Now, the second quarter of this year has decreased to 43 million, and that's a decrease of 7.7, 9.7, almost 10% from the second quarter of last year. They've been able to maintain their revenues because they have been able to increase their reoccurring services of their existing programs and systems. Demand for equipment sales has significantly decreased. And what it says is that two of their largest distributors in this last year has decreased their purchases by 25%. So Value Line doesn't follow NABCO. And I did my update of my March SSG, and it's still in the buy range. But I would not recommend purchasing any more shares. I think that we should still watch it. Everything that I read in Morningstar, everything that I read in Yahoo Finance, and others basically recommend that we not increase our shares in NABCO. I'm going to look at this. NNS, well, it still shows it's not a strong green, but it has increased 18.9%. And remember, that is largely due to the fact that they have been able to be very aggressive in their reoccurring services, right? They're saying be very cautious in these next years because naturally their base has always been in equipment sales. So we're going to have to watch them to see how they progress in their equipment sales. So even though it says it's a buy, I'm recommending a hold, that we hold our shares on NABCO. And that's my recommendation, that we not purchase any additional shares. Are there any questions about what I presented? Okay, then I yield the floor to Doretha.
Okay, awesome. So my two stocks, the first one I'm presenting is Amazon, and I'm quite sure all of you have heard in the news his big wedding he had. He spent $50 million on, and he is the founder of Amazon. He does still have the majority of the stock in the company, but recently he sold a lot of it. Let me just get those numbers right. So it says that, okay, so he sold nearly 3 million shares worth $665 million over the last 2 days in July. He previously sold 736 million in stock during the final days in June. One great thing that comes out of this, the sale does not have a significant impact on the company's operation or the stock price. Okay, with that said, let's take a look at the numbers for Amazon. Their symbol, AMZN, we currently own 10 shares. For sales, 22.8% average over the last 5 years. Earnings per share, 22.2%. Debt to capital ratio, 42.8%, right under that 50% mark. We love that. Today's price, $222.31. Last month, it was $223.41. So it has dropped some. And when we bought it, it was $205 a share. So it's trending upward. This is an internet, they're the number one company in the internet retail. They are a mega company. The sector is consumer cyclical, and Morningstar gives them an A. Value Line gives them an A++ for their financial health. For this past quarter, revenue of $167 billion, which is a 13% increase compared to last year this time. Their net income, 18.2 billion. Earnings per share is up from $168 earnings per share to, and it was $126 this time. $1.26 this time last year. I'm sorry, let me do that part again. Earnings per share, $1.68 per share. Earnings per share this time, and last year it was $1.26. Yes, they have $43 billion in cash flow, and I recommend that we hold the 10 shares that we have. Yes, Jeff Bezos is selling his, but we're going to hang on to our 10 shares. Qualys is the next stock that I have. The symbol is QLYS. The price today is $130.33. Last month it was $146.94, a drop, big drop. When we bought it, it was $138. So a difference in that. Like I said, we have 5 shares. This is a cloud security and compliance solution provider. It is a small company. The industry is software infrastructure. The sector is technology. Morningstar gives them a rating of a financial health rating of A. Their revenue for this quarter, their report just came out August the 5th. Revenue, 164 million, up 10% from last year this time. Their net income is 47.3 million. That's up 8.8%. And their earnings per share, last year this time it was $1.19. For this quarter, it is $1.30. This is one of the stocks that was that's in our portfolio that is losing some money. But I think because of the different things that are happening, the tariffs and all of that, that's what we're seeing for the loss of monies. We do know that there is a lot of cyber threats out there. This company has been around for 25 years, and they have maintained their customer base. People, they still have their same base, and they are growing. They are also producing and creating more product to assist with that cybersecurity. And they're gaining more customers because as we listen on the news every day, cybersecurity is a problem for major companies, small companies, individuals. So I think we will do well to hold on to the 5 shares that we have. And I will continue to watch carefully over the next couple of months. I'm quite sure they are gaining. They're gaining monies and, revenue. And so I think they will continue to grow over the next few years because of the type of company it is. And that is my report for the 2 stocks that I have.
Good report. The only other thing I wanted to ask, because I can't remember if you said it, Morningstar has the fair value at $139. Even though it closed at 130, they're saying the fair value
is $139 right now.
Okay, okay. And you know what? I got that $130 earlier today, probably about 2 o'clock. So at what time, what was it when they closed?
They said closing price was $130.33.
Yeah, it remained that way. Okay, awesome. Good. Thank you.
Okay, so those are the stock watcher reports. And old business, we've already talked about old business. The last time that we met, we made a recommendation to sell Proto Labs and Primoris, and we did do that. We've already made that announcement. And for new business, I wanted, we still have Zelda, Margaret, and is Mia a potential member?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. This is what I would like to present to you ladies. At our next meeting, what I would like for you to consider doing is each of you take 3 minutes in the next meeting, in our next meeting for September, and give us what you have learned during this next upcoming month, and or what stock you're watching. We want to know where you are, in terms of what your stock, what you're looking at, and what you have learned. You may be kind of going to other meetings. You should be, hopefully, you have taken advantage of the 3-month, 90-day free period, and watching the training videos. There's also uh, better investing videos on YouTube consistently being updated. So that's what I would like to include as our on our next agenda. And if you will, please, can you email us and tell us, uh, make sure that we know, we'll put you on the agenda so your name physically will be on the agenda. That's what I would like to bring up as new business. Okay. Now, the last thing is guest acknowledgement, and which would be our ladies. Thank you so much. So we are acknowledging our guest, Mia, Margaret, Zelda. Do you have comments? We're acknowledging you now. Oh, silence.
No comment for me. Thank you.
Oh, well, I will go. Yes, I am part of another investment club, and I like going to the different clubs to learn, see how you all do things here compared to how we do things where I am. I was, kind of interested in the sale, like the decisions, how you made your decisions, why you made your decisions, about selling, because that's always something where I struggle, knowing when is a good time to sell. Because, we think about, if you're writing your winners, and Primoris seemed like one that you may have made money on. And so when do you just take your profits, I guess, so yeah. But sure, I can present some of the stocks that I'm looking at.
We're not looking for an SSG, Zelda. All we're looking is
okay.
No SSGs. All we're looking for is what you have learned in 3 minutes why you are looking at that stock. Okay.
Okay, will do. I know I do tend to talk a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate coming and hearing your discussion. So
okay. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you, Zelda. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Zelda, where do you live? What's the name of your club?
I'm in Wisconsin. Ours is called Cash Club. It stands for Community Action Supporting Humanity, I think.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, any comments from you, Mia? Well, I'm going to thank Mia for being on her toes for helping us with that person earlier. I want you to
Yes.
hear our thanks. That was awesome that you were able to jump in there and take control of that situation. Okay. All
Hey,
right.
no problem. Thank you. I don't have anything to add, but thank you all so much for this
Okay.
evening.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So our next meeting is going to be on September 4th, same time, same place. Okay. And following that, we will have, well, this says, well, the very next meeting is going to be our education meeting. All right. Then our next general meeting will be September the 4th. All right.
Mhm.
Are there any other questions? If not, I will take a recommendation for closing the agenda. Well, we don't even have a quorum. Is Ann still there? Or is she gone?
I think
She's
she's
still
still
here.
with us.
She's still here. This is awesome. So
Uh-huh.
I'll take a motion to end the agenda.
Motion to dismiss.
Thank you so much, Ann. Do we have a second?
I second it.
Okay, awesome. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone from being on this meeting. It's a good meeting, and thank you for everyone for all that you've done. I appreciate it. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.